going to start with eyeballs.
Eyeballs.
Busy balls. I'm going to apply my eye primer. Fancy Too-Faced one.
And that what fills in the gaps? Or is it just a matte thing that helps the eyeshadow stick?
Help under the eyeball to minimise the potential of your makeup cracking and falling into the lines. Gently pat it on with my fingers. Pat it in so that it gets into those lines.
Are you just doing the bottom?
Yep, this one's just for the bottom because that's where most of my lininess is. You're the same as me, that's where we tend to get a bit funky because we don't sleep the best all the time.
Oh yes, I've got puffiness as opposed to lines. I actually don't have a whole lot of eye wrinkles. I have luggage, puffy luggage, which I've always had even when I was a teenager.
You want to swap?
Yeah. Except the luggage is getting worse. As I get older, I'm carrying around a bit more.
Mine does it when I smile. I get
yeah. I get it even when I'm just standing there. And because I've got that darker, collagen is starting to decrease, it looks puffier here because that's still plump and white.
And the underbit's got the veininess going on underneath the blue.
That's it.
To prime of my eye, like for where I'm going to put the majority of the eyeshadow, I have Glow This Way Illuminating Concealer by Designer Brands. So I'm just going to...
It looks like so. Just a flat one, okay. So I can use this one for the same effect.
And you just...
As they do on the telly, YouTube videos.
Just whack it on. Right up to your brow.
Nice thick layer you got going on there.
Oh no, this is just highly, high coverage because it's concealer. It's not a huge amount that I've whacked on. Even it out with the brush. If it still needs evening, you grab your old beauty blender.
Okay. How do you know if you get enough on?
Because it's just nice even coverage.
Let's see.
Try to get it into my eyebrow holes, hide them again. I feel so weird without my eyebrow rings. I'm so used to them being there.
Interesting feeling. It's like specular.
If only. I put it all over my face. I'm talking to people about, is there anything that actually will hide my lines? They're like, no, there just isn't. Just got to try not to apply too much makeup. So I'll just blend this in a bit better.
Mine's not too badly blended in.
Even. I need you under my eye, thanks. Don't get in my tear duct. I need to get one of the little ones of these for around the eyes.
Yeah.
So today I'm working with Biz Pop Art.
Lovely palette here, people.
I just was, I live for the reds.
Let's just zoom in a little bit there. We've got some nice glittery colours and such.
Mostly today I'm going to work with mattes.
What's the look we're going for? Have you got a picture that we can show the peeps?
Not on me.
So I'm going to be using different colours because I'm going to try my mineral makeup by you use your colour palette. Got some reds and pinks and stuff.
You can do it with any colour you want. As long as it's, the look I'm going for today is a gradiating colour, so as long as they blend together nicely. But you can have different colours that'll still gradiate nicely together, like blue into yellow, to green into yellow. I've seen people do it with contrasting colours that look like, when you look at them side by side, that they would clash. But then they put it on and you're just like, whoa.
It works,
Next, the eyebrows. I've got one of these fancy Maybelline Tattoo Studio.
There we go.
Yeah! Can you tell I don't know how to film things?
I just do the same with my mascara.
Yeah.
My mineral makeup mascara.
Yeah, I used to do it with the old spoolie or with eyeliner.
Yeah, I do it with the eyeliner because I have gaps.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of thick there, a little bit thin there, and then some more there, so I just kind of...
I see all these tutorial and the proper brow pencils and stuff, I'm like, oh, I love this one, the little brush on it's really rad.
And I've got this, what do you call it, a blending stick. I like to just go over a little bit. Plus there's the fun of trying to get them the same, which never seems to happen.
Oh, my eyebrows are just not the same.
I suppose nobody's are, but there are people obviously very skilled at getting them to look exactly.
Well, I'm fortunate to have super symmetrical eyebrows.
Yes. I like Eva Longoria's eyebrows. They look like Who is it? Groucho Marx? Has he got them big bushy eyebrows?
Your eyebrows are tiny.
I know, but I painted them black and now they look funny. So Ronald McDonald gone wrong. Nailed it. Hard to get them to be even because these eyebrows go to there and those ones go to there.
Yeah.
I see you being not symmetrical.
I got like the points, but the points sit in different places on each
Yeah.
eyebrow.
True. Mine do too.
Yeah, the Scottish brows.
Scottish brows. They just feel funny. They're just too black. Let me just get a cotton ball or something and make them less black. I don't know, it feels a bit too dark. Maybe I should go with a brown instead.
Yeah, like a deeper brown.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do mine black and at first I'm like, oh! But then you get used to them over the night depending on the look you've got or how dark your hair is at the moment because I've got my natural hair going.
You're like that dude with the glasses and the eyebrows and the nose. Groucho. Oh, it was Groucho Marx, that was correct.
Yes. So now I'm going to do the eyeshadow. So I grabbed my vast magnitude of eyeshadow brushes.
I have one vast collection of eyebrow brushes. I've got flat ones for dark, ones for light shades, this little fluffy one and a pointy one.
Okay, so I'm going to dip straight into this reddy orange colour.
Really orange, can you see that?
Probably
Where's
not,
the
it's
palette?
miles away.
There we go.
That a one.
Alright, reddy orange, kind of fireman red orange.
Just chuck that straight into my crease. Take it out to the edge. This does not have the colour payout I was hoping for. Pretty vibrant, so I'm happy with
It
that.
is pretty vibrant.
But it's taking a bit of application.
So I'll go with red. This will be interesting. It may be disastrous.
Just never know. We shall see. And a little bit into the corner here. Depthy goodness.
Right, I'll get my fluffy brush and try to
Blend a toot.
blend.
A blendy, 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 blendy. I'll have to be on my A game. Being filmed. Oh, broke the fourth wall.
The fourth wall?
Yeah, you know, in TV shows and movies where the people actually look at the camera and regard the audience. Or on stage even. It's like breaking the fourth wall. And then the other eye. Which for some reason always comes out 10 times better than the left eye. Better at doing my right eye.
No, I'm not sure if that's the right shape.
Yeah. You got it.
Alright.
We have similarly shaped eyes, so we can get away with doing a similar look.
So here, just kind of patting it on in the shape that I want. Now, is that the same? Not quite. That point is there, that point is sort of nearabouts.
Into the side a little bit.
And is there a reason you start with the crease first?
That's just how I've seen people do it. So I just started copying because some of my makeup ability is just by practicing at home and trying things until they look okay. That's someone's calling me. Yeah, I've been watching, like my latest foray into makeup has been watching people like Bailey Sarian, center of attention makeup artistry. That lady is just a bomb. She gives zero fucks. She's awesome.
No. And you're still working with the same colour?
Yep.
And you've brought it over on the side there?
Yeah, just a little bit to
Okay.
give depth. I may end up putting a darker colour over the top. We'll see what happens towards the end. My aim is eventually to have a cut crease with a bit of colour gradation across the eyelid.
When you say give depth, how does this give depth? What do you mean?
Because it pulls, like with contouring, which we'll go into later, the idea is to pull certain parts back in people's view and pull other parts forward.
So I see. So this will make this part stand out more?
Yeah. So it pulls this back and then brings this forward. It's like when you, the latest technique in lips is to have depth here and then have like all of your gloss at the front. So it gives the illusion of bigger lips.
Okay. I could do with some bigger lips.
I hear me too.
But then I always like the shape of them. They always reminded me of that woman from the original Silent Witness. Can't think of her name. She also reminds me of Annie Deedon.
I like that we've got like rosebud lips. That was a sought after thing at one point, is not to have like, it was just to have these little...
I kind of had 90s lips. I was trendy in the 90s. Because the 90s was all about sort of having, your lip was almost the one sort of size, you know, didn't have, yeah, I know what I mean.
Let's go into this colour. It's matte. I think it's meant to be a bronzer or something. This one here.
Ah, yeah.
But
almost reminds me of a burnt orange persimmon.
yeah.
Persimmon.
We'll go into that and go above the red I've just done. I think this is meant to be a contour. It's a bit warm for my taste for a contour, but I'm liking it as an eyeshadow. You just pop that above the red. It will look a bit sort of haphazard at first. Just get it in its home. Yeah, I like that. It's nice.
What colour would I go with here? Baby pink.
What was the colour
Dusty
you started
pink,
with?
that one.
I'll go with the dusty.
Ooh, dusty pink.
You do it again with your basic eyeshadow brush.
Yeah.
They got a proper name, like these probably have, no, these ones, this one doesn't have a number, it just came with the Models Prefer kit. No, I just took it out because I'm like, I'm not just going to use it for that. It brings the colour up a little bit and adds a bit of gradation in the colour. And you grab your little blender and blend it up, blend it in, blend it up and blend it into the red.
Interesting, because it's a wholly different pink, and yet you can barely tell.
Well, once it's started to be blended, it'll radiate a little.
It's funny, they're not the same. This side goes around, and that side goes boop.
Oh, you can always fix that after. That's why it's handy to do the eyes first. And this is cruelty free. No beetles were harmed in the making of this red.
No beetles were harmed in the making of this red. You heard it here, folks. Red contains beetles sometimes.
Very hard shade to obtain without killing beetles.
And yet we have minerals. So
Oh, well, this is having the same vibrancy.
yeah, pigmentation.
Pigmentation, not the same without beetles. It's difficult, at least, without beetles. They spend ages formulating the stuff.
Yeah.
So then a little bit next to the old red on the eyelid.
Okay.
Because again, we're gradiating across. I just make up words, you know, words, and do what I want. English language is fluid. And then again with the blend, a little bit of a blend. I don't want it to be too sharp a line. Alright, I'm going to get a bit of this white and do a bit of a highlight on the brow bone and also blend that into the orange. Or should I go with the creamy one? It's meant to be a highlighter.
What's the other one?
It's a white eyeshadow. It's very bold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go with the white. Just on where the arch of your eyebrow is.
This nice beige colour.
It's a little bit of sheen to it, a little bit of shimmer.
I can feel the hair on my face. Get off me already.
And sometimes I go the whole way across and it really makes the whole eyebrow very bold, but I've already got concealer underneath, so I don't really need to go AWOL with highlighter. Just a little bit to sort of get...
Yeah, that softened the top line nicely. Woohoo! Did some softening.
Yeah. Diffusing.
Diffusing.
Diffuse the colour. So cut the crease.
Cut the crease.
Who
I
cut
have no
the
idea
crease?
what this means.
Alright, you will find out very shortly. So,
Ooh.
you grab a little bit of concealer. Go with the same one that you use to apply the concealer in the first place as a primer.
Right.
Dip her in.
Dip it in. Dip it in, dip it in.
You just go slightly above your natural crease.
Uh-huh. And are we just doing one side?
Both?
No, as in...
Oh, just on the inside, yes.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. I've never cut a crease before.
Yeah, it takes a while to get used to. I always used to just try and not get the makeup there. Oh, hard times, I tell you.
Yeah.
And then I found out how makeup artists do it, and I'm like, oh, it makes it a lot easier how they do it with the old concealer.
That's better. As I like to say, it's better.
No bother.
Oh, diddy me.
Forget about it.
Oh, you're all the way over there as well, alright.
Yeah.
And I'm going. So I'm taking you want it to be nice and dark and not really blend it out much?
Just blended sort of here, which this line has to be cut. I'm trying to get it as straight and neat as possible.
I got this annoying wrinkle right there that...
Yes, it just doesn't want to play ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it feels... Brush is not the best for this. It does okay, but it's a little bit... Need to get a proper brush for it. Yeah, I can't do the left, but I can do the right. Go figure... Maybe I should try to do it ambidextrously. Maybe my right hand would be better on the left eye. That is messy, CJ.
Yeah, that's messy.
That's better.
Not even nearly the same, but kind of sort of. Have it my first crease cutting. Still feel that hair on me?
Bollocks.
Yeah, I think they're the same.
I think I need a better concealer.
Better concealer. Better crease cutting concealer.
This concealer is just not doing it for me. It's better than nothing.
I see your eyes are nice and lifted up so you can get a quite nice look at it. Whereas mine sag and you can't see.
You'll see it more when you sort of like close your eyes and
Yeah,
look
so I
down.
do that dreamy look.
Yes.
Smouldering like the rock.
Can you smell what the rock is cooking?
Yeah, they don't quite match, but from a distance you can't tell.
I'm going to go with my light colour, which is yellow.
I'm going to go with the soft baby pink.
Bless you!
Bless you.
It's untrue, not COVID. Okay, with a slightly bigger eyeshadow brush. It's quite gargantuan actually.
As bright as I thought it would be.
I'm going to put a shimmer over the top
Oh,
of it.
now I can see the yellow, yeah. Got it.
Use this nice gold here, I think.
Actually, if I wet my brush and use this baby pink, it turns gold. Get off me hair. Alright. And so what's the point of cutting the crease? It's just to have this stand out?
It's to cut a line through the crease that you've just done. So it's to cut it. Instead of it blending into your
I see.
the socket colour, like the eyelid colour, it cuts into it. With
I
a
see.
defined line.
Got it.
Give me a second to fix that and reapply. Yeah, I need a bit of concealer.
It's alright with the eyes closed, but opens a bit. I feel like my crease is too high, maybe. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe the red needs to be a bit lower.
No, it's perfect.
Yeah?
There are the yellow cuts into the red.
Mm.
And then you blend it into that orange or that pink,
Ah, yes.
which the crease already, like the cut that you've done in the crease kind of does on its own already. And so you just dab the yellow over the top and then go boingo. If needs be, you just grab a little bit of the orange or the pink in your case and just
Dab some on, I see.
give it a good little tappy.
Ah, yes.
Just so it remembers that it's there.
Yeah, I see. Look, it's softened the edges. Nice.
Alright.
Such an interesting makeup style. I've never done this style before.
I might do this weird highlighty colour.
Sort of beigey cream colour.
And dip my old fingers into it.
Yeah.
Do.
Yeah. Putting sparkle.
Yeah.
Considering mine's already got sparkle, I probably don't need to do that.
Exactly. There's all the shimmer look. Mine's a bit more matte.
Because we're losing you over there.
So just make it sort of a bit more.
No. Whilst we're doing that, I'm going to use some of my hairstyling wax. to remedy this annoying cowlick that keeps making my hair fall forward on that little section right there. And that's a bit better. The cow kind of went...
The cow would go away and leave your hair alone.
Or at least style it the way I wanted it to.
Yeah, man. What are you doing? Naughty cow.
Still feeling a bit funny about my super dark eyebrows.
Forget about it. Then I'm going to put highlighter on its own on the tear duct. Really pack it on there so it's...
And what colour have you gone with that?
That's the same beige highlight.
Mm-hmm.
You can use highlighters and eyeshadows for anything. I use eyeshadows as highlight and contour. Do whatever you want with anything really. I'm going to be using an eyeliner brush as a lip liner today.
Comes out perfectly fine on that side and then cuts into it on this side. I see you.
And then
not being equal.
to further instill the cut crease, I'm going to take it up the edge of it. Sort of blend it into the top there. Thank you, Bailey, for giving me that idea. You are brilliant.
Yes, Bailey, you're awesome. So you're doing the bottom part of the...
Yeah, you're going right into the sort of like that, the tear duct area. To highlight that part of the eye, really make it stand out. And also, yeah, you can neaten up your crease line by dragging it up as well, but it also just emphasises it a great deal. Bold, dramatic.
Yes, I say bold, dramatic.
Right, so you grab one of these doobers, and you grab a teeny bit of remover, put it on your edge. This one I got from the centre of attention, and you just up that line. So again, you're sort of cutting, but you're cutting with a remover.
Right.
And you can give it whatever angle you want. Also taking away any fallout under your eye. But not too, you don't want to press too heavily because you'll botch up your primer, of course. Just all the fallout.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
Right, now we're going to do under the eye. Let's do it.
Alright, so we grabbed the colour.
Alright, are we going with the red that you started with?
Yes, that's the one. I'm going to do this one gradiated as well, so in towards the eye. And do it sort of like the dark red and then the orange coming out underneath. You can just do a little bit of the red here.
Mm-hmm.
And put it up to your... And give yourself a little eyeshadow wing. That's what I'm going to do anyway.
Yeah, I got that already, see? Goes tick.
Yep. Oh yeah, I see your wings.
Mm.
Gonna fly away, man.
Dancing.
We're gonna fly away. Oh yeah, different songs.
I love it.
I love rhyming fly with fly. Oh, Lenny Kravitz.
That looks pretty cool. Alright.
Then you get the old orange, or in your case the dusty
Orange,
pink.
yes.
In my case, this which is meant to be contour, I imagine, for people who can wear warm colours. Says the person putting red and orange on their eye.
And we're doing in the middle.
Yeah, just the middle. I mean, we're going to blend all the colours down because, you know, I want to go full horror, as Courtney from Centre of Attention would say.
Yes.
Because the more eyeshadow you have here, the more you're covering up stuff.
Well, in my case, it covers my baggage.
Exactly, Mundo. That's... Oh look, there's makeup
What
here.
luggage?
There's nothing underneath this makeup, I promise.
I'm not going to a trip to Singapore.
I'm not trying to beguile you with makeup.
You're little me.
You just blend it a little bit into the red while you're there. Let's just feather it side to side. And then you go for the old yellow. Right, so I'll use this little bitty highlighting bit, you know, for the highlighting moment I did in the middle there.
I might use a little pointy brush.
Angled brush. Yeah, none of my brushes have numbers, people. Sorry, they're just eyeshadow brushes.
It trips me out when people know this stuff. This is at such and such 50 dB, and you're like, okay.
It's a brush, it does a thing. I mean, I've got a makeup artist kit here, but none of the brushes are numbered. They're just a bunch of brushes. Really, I mean, I use a foundation brush to do my contour.
That kind of turned out not bad.
You really use whatever brush for whatever, as long as it does what you need it to do.
That's it.
Alright, so then you need to do some blending underneath, a bit of diffusing, make that line nice and blend it in. Look at that pretty rainbow. Once that's done, then we can attack the highlight. Again, my highlighter is just like my contour, it's just an eyeshadow. Because you can use, just like you can use brushes for whatever works for you. You can use eyeshadows as highlights and contours. You can use whatever you want. I mean, you can have purple contours if you want. No, 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 no. You know, there's no limit. Don't want to get copyright infringement there, so I won't take that too far. But you know what I mean?
Well, that kind of turned out better than I thought it would actually.
Yeah, it looks awesome. That looks really ace. I like the colour combination. It's really like, ooh, yeah.
Nice.
That'd be nice to wear to like a wedding or something.
Yes,
pretty.
yes.
Yeah. Eyeliner. The fun part. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. I'm
This
going
is
to try
totally nerve-wracking.
a bold purple eyeline with this red thing I've got going on here. Look a bit full on, perhaps a little bizarre, we shall see. I'm just gonna get it going. This is a vinyl, so it's not too hard to get going. It doesn't dry out so badly.
Yeah.
Like coals. Or like cheap coals anyway.
Will you be going all the way to the edge here?
I'll be taking mine all the way into the corner, yes.
Right.
Bold line.
Bold line.
Starting a little bit thinner here. Getting thicker towards the end, as per usual. Like you're doing a winged liner. Like this is a nice dark purple, it works well with the red. If it was a brighter purple, it might look a bit clashy.
Yeah. So tricky.
Yeah, it's tricky to do a line,
It's right on time, it's tricky. Anyway.
Yeah, you can't do that for more than 10 seconds or we'll get struck off YouTube. Yeah, copyrights. Not even allowed to sing. If you sound too much like the original, then you're struck for copyright.
Well, thankfully, I sound nothing like the original.
You sound enough like it though. A note to potential YouTubers.
I like the grey isn't dark enough, so I should go on with the black. Let's do it.
I'm going to give myself a slight wing.
So I think I shall sharpen first.
Which is interesting to try and do with a pencil. I've been going with a pencil for ages because for years I was just terrified of liquid eyeliner.
I like liquid eyeliner, but I find it's hard to get exact on both sides. It's a little bit stressful. Alright, let's try again.
So that line's a bit thick at the edge, so I'm just going to get my finger and go make it into a flick. Ta-da!
Very nice.
The interesting thing was after being terrified of liquid eyeliner for so long, I actually tried using some and I'm like, oh, this is easy. It was so long I was like, nope, avoid at all costs. That's awful, it's going to look terrible, I suck at it, and yeah. So I'm going to take this line in as far, I'm going to leave the gap where the yellow is.
Right, I see. So
It's really,
down.
you can take eyeliner in as far or not as far as you want. Just, yeah, whatever look you want to go for. I'm going to leave my waterline. Yeah, I like that, it's nice. Nice and kind of rounded and mud. The purple to sort of contrast with the red and the orange and the yellow, but not too boldly. Yeah, if I'd used a bright purple, got like this bright glittery purple, it would have looked really like, ooh. I don't want to mess with the colour wheel too much.
Now, trying to get the other side the same. I can never get the ticks the same, like one will be downer and the other will be upper. And
What I love about vinyl eyeliner is you can clean up the lines just with your finger. Like any little smudginess, you just and it's clean. That's just ace. Pro tip, everyone.
And so what's the difference, a charcoal liner and a vinyl liner?
Eyeliner goes on easier, it's slipperier. It's
Yeah,
like,
but what are other eyeliners if they're not vinyl?
coal,
Coal.
liquid.
Ah, I see. Well, I noticed that eyeliner that I used last night. when I drew it on my hand, it stayed there overnight, which is
Yeah.
impressive.
This one's like super stuck on and waterproofy.
Yeah.
I noticed that when I tested them on my hand. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't get these back off again. Holy what? I'm like, well, that's good to know.
Yeah, they're not quite the same, the points.
Bollocks to you. That one went all blobby on me. You know what I mean? With the
Yeah.
finger, it's
Yeah.
just like, you just no. Clean line, done.
I missed it, but the camera caught it, except that you're not in the camera again.
I am.
Yeah, but when you lean forward, you're not.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you'll disappear.
Whoops. Oh, Houdini. David Copperfield.
Slim that out a bit. Oh, that's nice, mate. Nice and pointy.
I'll do it again, because I didn't see it. Just go the old finger.
It worked.
Just go.
Yes. Nice.
Let's fix this up a bit, because the pencil's getting thicker, so it's not doing what I want it to.
While you're doing that, I'm going to give myself a close-up. Here we go, people. There's the eyes, nice and close. Got the pink and the red, the little flick of the line. I feel like this side looks a little bit better. But that's a close-up of it. No, 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 no. That's on my head now. There's no limit. Mascara. So again, some, oops, tipping it everywhere.
It feels like it wants to open. Can I do this without doing the O face?
The O face.
Well, not the O face, but you know what I mean, where your mouth is like an O.
I've got some nice mineral makeup eyeliners. Cruelty free, chem free, etc, etc.
I love how a lot of mainstream makeup brands are starting to go vegan.
Would you curl first? Is that what you do?
I don't curl my eyelashes.
But if you're going to curl first, right?
I believe so. I think that's how it works. I don't know, never done it. I'm fortunate to have naturally curly eyelashes. No. I just, yeah, they never felt the need.
Wajing. I only just started. I just thought, oh, this will be fun.
I'm terrified I'd accidentally pinch too hard and pull them out. I'm, you know, pretty clumsy sometimes.
I did get too close to the eyelid once, and that was unpleasant.
To say the least.
Yes.
Once I used to separate my eyelashes with a pin.
Yeah, I used to do that too, especially when back in the day when the eye mascaras were clumpy.
Yeah, because, you know, I don't want spider lashes hanging.
Yeah.
I like spiders, but not that much.
Yeah, well, I hate spiders.
I don't want them on my
I
person.
definitely don't want them on my person.
Yeah. So,
I had this dream last night of getting jiggy with somebody, a spider ran across their face, and I was like, oh god.
okay, instant turn off, deal breaker, up you go.
We're finished now, thank you. They would scar me for life. Finding that spider in my bed scarred me for life. It's always been a fear of mine, and then it happened. And I was like, yeah, that was as terrifying as I imagined it would be.
I'll show you the episode of the IT Crowd where this dude goes on a date and gets part of his dessert stuck to his face. And so she spends the rest of the date thinking he's got poop on his forehead.
That's my lighter layer. And now I'll do the black. 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 And one's white, one side's more white than the other. What the hell?
So, close up the eyeball. Eyeballs. They're not quite as neat as if I was using a liquid eyeliner, but still neat enough for my taste. Looks good from a distance, anywho. No one will know. No one will know.
Nobody getting that close to me, they're gonna notice.
Exactamundo. Close enough to notice my makeup errors. You are too close. I suppose I'll do the lashes before the lips. This is the part that may induce swearing.
Well, the lips will be a whole nother video, so we'll get to that later.
Later. 2 minutes later. Thanks to whoever knows that reference.
So would you normally do the mascara first and then false eyelashes, or just not do
Always,
mascara at all?
No, mascara first, otherwise your eyelashes stand out against the false one.
Right.
You
Okay.
want your lashes to be the same colour as the false eyelashes. You're not meant to let everyone know that you're wearing them. People are meant to be, are those her real lashes? Even though they're obviously not. No one has lashes like this.
Yes.
If they do, wow. With your friends, I like your lashes. Okay, so a bit of glue on the hand. When you can get the little shit out of its container.
Yes, this is where their video gets not pin friendly.
Oh yeah, prepare for swearing. It's never a fun task.
Last time I wore false eyelashes, I was in such a bad mood by the time we were ready to leave because it was just torture.
Yeah. I see people and they're just like, oh, in the glue and then plop, and you're like,
I know.
how?
I see those videos all the time where they go, oh, let me just washing. I'm like, ah.
What wizard magic is this?
How did you do that? I wonder, has she just applied them 50 billion times and so she's just good at it?
Most likely.
I always put it on here and let it dry.
Yeah, well, it's
Same
It's the same thing. It's just
Okay.
you get a more even application in theory by dragging it through the thing with the hand.
Right.
You don't let that go tacky. You don't let that go tacky. It's going to make your eyes water. And that's just going to cause issues and you're going to end up swearing at the mirror.
Does it count as swearing in YouTube if I do different language?
It's only the first minute that you worry about. I'm pretty sure we didn't swear in the first minute, so we're laughing. You just stick it on, make it sit in place.
Oh, that looks so cool.
Oh,
Oh,
my eyes are watering. Oh, red alert, it's catastrophe.
kind of like there and there. Is it even doing anything? Is it stick to the tweezers? Totally not
Oh,
sticking.
what the shite, that is not what I wanted. Damn. Oh no. Oh no, these are falling to bits on me.
Kind of stuck on there, but I feel like if I actually look at it in my magnifying mirror, I'm not sure.
I've never had this happen to lashes before. They've just come apart. The line, the eye line part, they've just gone awry. Shot's gone awry.
Don't stick to the tweezers. Stick to the face. They
Shut.
fight you.
Right, there we go. I've managed to get them to sit in line, but after this wear, I'm going to have to replace these lashes.
Right, now we're going in for the second one. Now I did wait more this time, as you said, to make it go tacky, so maybe this is helping because the last time I did eyelashes, oi.
Yeah, if you're going to stick it on straight after you put glue on, you're going to have problems.
Mr. Man comes in and he's like, oh, you're looking great. I'm like, get away.
Oh, look at me.
I can't do smiley right now.
It is nice and tacky. Thank you. How would you cover my eyeliner completely, thanks? Would you sit underneath it? There we go. Oh god, these are busted to all get out. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to have to replace these entirely, which is interesting because they're a drug shop, like a drugstore one, so... Check these lashes out. Ooh, pretty. Love them. Yeah, they're going to be hard to replace. Mad Hatter. Oh no, that shouldn't be too bad. Mad Hatter's fairly popular. Should be able to find them online, hopefully. Yeah, these are Mad Hatter eyelashes.
I don't think that's actually touching the...
Oh, your makeup's looking rad.
No,
awesome.
I stuck it to the actual eyelash and not the eyeball. Eyelid. Let's
That'll
try
happen.
again. My kabuki brush is baking on my face, which I don't see normally here, but I can when I magnify. I did an interview once and the person said, what's something that you will always have? And I said a magnifying mirror, and I'm like, what? You want to see your flaws? It helps to sort of go out and your eyelash isn't sticking down in that corner. That's frustrating. It boo-boos it. Good lashes. Not to the tweezers.
But we like them.
So let's have a look at my eyelashes. Have a look at that. How special.
They look pretty schmick. The whole look looks pretty schmick.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, looks great.
Prego.
Petition.